Hello and welcome to a new server that we've been building. My name's Skanks and my friend here is Scosbo. We originally was going to do a server based on factions and stuff, but it weren't really working out. So we thought we'll go a bit more realistic and do a kind of a realism role-playing kind of server. So it's called Simcraft, and we've got that because if you think about playing the Sims, it's like that. You control your own life. You pick your pathways of like going into business kind of thing, having your own business, working as a job, or being some sort of like thief. To a certain point. So we've built up the server to a certain standard so that it starts off in a small kind of town or settlement, and we've agreed to have the name called Fluxford. And obviously when the server's got like when the this settlement has got the main buildings, then obviously we're going to put it up on a public kind of IP, and then we're going to have it so like people start building up the city or whatever legitly. So now I'm going to hand you over to Scottsbo, who's going to talk about his business.
Right. My business is called Sco and Co. Quite appropriately named. I think we'll go down to it, shall we? And basically, I supply power to some of the places around here through solar panels. So I have this big sort of like office building here where all the staff come to who are not working at the actual solar plant. And so we have a nice little reception area in here, and any like visitors can come in here as well if they want to ask questions or if they want a job or whatever. So we go up here. We've got a nice little sort of like glass freestanding stairway kind of thing. This is kind of like a meeting room kind of thing where me would discuss with all the other staff members like stuff happening about the business and whatnot. Then up here is my main office, and then up here again we go onto the balcony of the building. It's not really much to this building, to be honest. It's not really a lot, but I don't think there really needs to be a lot for a solar panel business. You really only need to check on like staff pay and how if the energy that's going through is enough and stuff like that. So now we'll go head over to this the actual plant, which is probably a lot more interesting than this. It's this way. We'll fly there. Let's fly there. So yeah, this is the actual solar plant. As you can see, a load of solar panels. So there's plenty of power going through to all the other places, which we'll get to. So yeah, in here we have the sort of like the storage of the power over here, which is where all the power is stored. Because of it obviously being solar panels, obviously it can only be stored in the day. Like you can only get power in the day, so all of it is stored up, and then is released down this hole down there, which goes off to the other places underground. So it's quite well organised. I did originally only have this floor, but I added this floor because I didn't quite have enough power going through to make up for the amount of power that could be used during the day. So that's the main reason why I've got some solar panels on top of there. And I think that's really all about my business. Yeah, so I don't know where you want to go to now, Simon.
Okay, we'll go to my business, if you want to follow me.
Yep.
My business is the IGF, and it stands for International Geological Foundations. And it's a corporation that actually founds the settlement, so it runs all the government services until obviously we can have like people running these government services. But basically, its main objective is to like extract resources. So we will go inside.
Drop down.
The first floor is basically it's like a kind of a lobby kind of thing. And basically it's just where people can like meet and that. There's nothing much important, but then we've got like an information kind of board so like people can look for a job and any information that we have. If we go into here, I'm just going to delete the doors. Let's go through here. I'm not good to deal with the levers and stuff. Okay, on the first floor, this is the first part of staff access. Basically, up those stairs that we came, it's basically staff only. So we've got foot lockers for people who can like store some belongings that they need to use for the company. So these are departments. So we've got like a builder's foot locker, which a couple of builders can have like chests basically. So They can store any items that they don't really need, and then they can get items that they need for any objectives. They'll also have, for example, if we go inside, um, you've got basically objectives and rules that they need to follow. So it's pretty much of a strict business, but obviously they'll benefit because it will be a good wage system. The same is basically for the miners' foot locker, so we don't need to go in there. So if we head up to the second floor, bit of a recreational area, basically because we've got the you've got hunger now. It's made things realistic because people need to eat, otherwise they'll die. So we've done it so like public buildings or like any kind of business should have a kind of a kitchen area or rest area. So this is basically just like a little rest area kind of thing. And we've got another two departments in here. So the rules are like on here on the walls, and then if you go in here, that you've just basically got all the rooms where they're shared. So nothing too much there. If we head up to the next floor, this is where the head department offices are, and my office as well. You've got my office there, the IGF founder. These buttons are like a send a redstone light kind of trigger. So like if the person presses the button, then the person inside the office can say come in or wait. And basically they just have to wait at the door. I'll probably put some seats in for now. And then yeah, you've got like head mining and head building. Basically, it gives the people who have a superior role some like privacy. If we go into here, this basically leads up to the top. There's not much. Oh, I haven't built the stairs properly yet, but there's not much here. But I kind of make it realistic. Most businesses you'll find that they have a like some sort of water tank. With the industrial craft or the buildcraft mods, you can have like power sources like Sco's farm. But with this one, we're using the buildcraft to have like a little water tank system as a little drainage system. So it's quite realistic there. And if you just click on your fly, you've got like a little drain at the side of the building. So it's kind of aesthetic. As I mean, usually it would be pumping out water or in, but I've just made that as kind of an aesthetic thing. So that's it for my business. So if we want to head over to the bank that you've done.
Yep. So I built this bank. It's got quite a nice sort of like system to it, like of how people would withdraw and deposit. But yeah, this is like unoccupied, so really we're going to probably look for people who are going to be very trusted with people's currency, current money and stuff. But yeah, the main reason is this, because obviously people are limited to how much they can carry, and it's not exactly very secure, and obviously if they die then they don't want to lose their money and whatever. They can store it in these banks, and they can set up accounts which have different traits to them, and also they can also take out loans. I'll show you the system actually. I'll just knock through here. So this is for the staff. So there's no accounts obviously in here at the moment, but we'll just withdraw one. So if we withdraw one, there it's withdrawn. Now the staff here now can verify whether this is the correct account and get through certain security measures and stuff. But yeah, once they've done that, they can then send it on to the actual customer, like that. And if we come back around here to where the actual customer will be, they'll be in here, and they will put this up behind them so that no one else can touch their money, and then they can withdraw what they want. And then once they're done, they can press this button, and it'll be sent back to the staff. And then the staff can put it back into the actual storage. Now that's only available for premium accounts. Standard accounts, the staff have to manually go and get the money for them and give it to them through these tubes. So if I give you an example here, say if someone wanted to withdraw money, the staff can put in the amount of money that they've asked for, put it into here, and then that'll be sent along to them on the other side. And they can open that, I think. Is that open?
Yes, it's open. But nothing's gone through.
Nothing's gone through. Okay.
Yeah,
oh, there you go. Yeah, a bit slow, but yeah.
you can like you can like power it with redstone currents to make it faster,
Oh yeah, we've
or
got
use like
got gold pipe here.
mm.
But anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty much for the bank, really. So I don't know where you want to move on to next.
We'll move to the police station. Basically, to make it realistic, obviously, what's the point in having like all this city without kind of a law thing? So we built like a police station. I'm just going to quickly show it. Um, uh, Deleting doors. So here you've got like the reception where don't know why there's a botanist in there, but people can wait here, and obviously you've got like your desk. Because of you can use iron bars, it's kind of more realistic because obviously if you're using glass, anyone can break through it quite easily. So if we enter through here, this is where like staff and like prisoners will be. So along here you've got 3 timeout rooms. So if I'm just going to go inside the desk here. Here's the control room for the 3 timeout rooms. A lever activates each one. So if I open the middle one, I'll just click that one, and redstone just indicates that it's on or off. Next, we'll go this way. This is basically like a staff walkway. Have you got your sound on?
No, I don't think you'll actually pick it up anyway. But
All right, sorry about that. This is like an alarm system which is powered by 3 note blocks in a continuous circuit. Basically, you pull the lever and an alarm will sound constantly, and basically what will happen is it will alert the people that there's like maybe a riot or something, so it's quite secure. It is a bit more confusing. You've got there's a doorway like across here, and it's basically towards the armory in the cells. So these doors trigger the left lever triggers like the entrance towards like the armory in the cells, and one of them indicates that just the armory door, which you can come in have a little peek. Not too sure if you're going to use like a mod for weapons, but I mean you could definitely like use swords as like a police baton kind of thing, like just for security measures. So if we, okay, if we, yeah. You've got a kitchen with it's got its own power supply because it's a government building, and basically, if you right click, you've got like a recycler where you can recycle, like say, contraband from prisoners, and you can also can your food because canned food heals your heart directly. It only heals 1 heart per canned food, whatever. But obviously, if you're in a prison and you're under attack, if you've got canned food with you, you can easily just eat up. Well, those guys aren't really gonna, yeah, they're not gonna have any kind of healing food. So yeah, and obviously you've got a staff room where it's kind of bare, but it's just got like it's basically for information. So if you go into the cells, there wasn't really a better way to operate this, but basically the cell door prevents anyone from unauthorized access. But each cell is operated through a lever, and it's a reinforced door, so it's really you won't be able to break it. And it's just got a bed in, so like you can sleep. Well, you can try to. If everyone's in the server and they don't sleep, then you've got no chance. So yeah, that's it for the police station. I think next we'll move to the housing estate that we've got pre-built. If you want to do that.
oh yeah.
Obviously, if you go to fly mode, you can see like we've lit up everywhere. Yeah, with just wooden fences and torches as lampposts.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So this is the little housing estate that I originally sort of thing, but Simon built most of it because he something happened, but you don't really need to know that. So, we'll go around the houses first, and then we'll come back to the actual estate. I'll just break down the door, shall I?
Yeah, just break down the doors.
So these doors, these houses all come with a electric furnace, which is powered by my solar powered plant kind of thing. They all come with that standard, and they're all sort of like different sort of shapes and stuff, and they're all worth different values because of that. You got doorbells, haven't you? I forgot about that.
Yeah, the buttons and the wooden thing. The reason why there's like a wooden block there is so that the buttons can be seen better, because buttons and cobblestone don't go well, or buttons with stone. So it's the best way I could do it.
Yep. So yeah, they all have sort of like different shapes. I mean, this one here has a nice little sort of like patio area.
Yeah, Dick. And then there's one there's like we've done a beach house like over there, so it's like off the estate. So if you think about it, because that's an estate and it's all like kind of cramped, their value is going to be a lot less than that beach house over there. But obviously, that beach house it's got no power, and it's quite small because it's like a funny it's like a funny two shaped.
You
Um,
cut out a bit there, but I will.
but yeah, so we try and make the houses look kind of different in their own way. All right. Yeah, so the houses are kind of different. They're kind of different in their own way. So like some of them will have benefits over others, but everyone will have like disadvantages and advantages at the same time. So if we move to the estate agents,
Yeah, yeah. It's got those random free pigs over there.
the estate agents is a community building. Basically, if you run it, you don't pay an upfront fee to actually run the premises, but obviously you'll pay rent, and also you'll pay half of the rent of what the houses pay. That's the best we can do it. But obviously, if it's not working, we can always change it. So yeah, people go here to like have a look at what they want. It gives you a number, so they can know which house it is if they walk around. And basically, the bottom is like the information of it. So you've got like you've got four basic. No, you've got six basic houses, um, and obviously the cost is quite it's quite high because like obviously you buy it and then as if you would realistically, and then you'll pay like so much rent. Also, if you want power, then you'll pay an extra fee on top of your rent. So you pay your rent towards the estate agent, who then they pay towards the city services building or whatever, and then you pay your any power bills towards, in this case, Go and Co, since he owns the solar farm. So it's quite a well economic system, and that's only staff, so don't need to go in there. So that's the estate agent. So if we move to the kind of the shopping street, I don't know why I've called it a district. It's not really a district, but basically we've done it so that people can rent or buy these premises. So if we go into here, it's it's called the poll tax. I don't know if that's actually a realistic name or what, but I remember my mum used to be paying poll taxes or whatever. So if we go into here, you can basically you don't pay anything to rent this premises like upfront. You pay like every 10 Minecraft days as you would with an estate agents. But basically the poll tax manages all these shops outside apart from these two here. These two are not for the poll tax. But apart from that, all these ones, so these two double door ones and then these ones here, the poll tax has to look after them. If someone wants to rent them out, they go to the poll tax and then they pay the poll tax so much rent. And then obviously, if the more of these premises are occupied, the more rent that the poll tax will have to pay. You can also buy them, but obviously that's up to the poll tax, and he can set, or he or she can set how much it will cost. But then you don't pay rent to the poll tax; you'll pay rent to the settlement services building. So the only disadvantage is, although it would be cheap to rent, you can't expand your business, so you have to make use of it. If you want a bigger business, build one yourself, but you need rights and you need a lot of money, or move into a bigger business kind of thing. So that pretty much covers the little shopping thing. If you want to do your trading thing, your trading system, because the mod Industrial Craft has like a trading system that's really good.
So yeah, it was quite hard to figure out at first, but
Yeah.
so using, I'll just fly over. But using this little machine that Industrial Craft in, it's possible to securely trade with someone else by simply sort of like placing what you're gonna offer someone into this chest. It will then go into the machine, and then you can open this little hatch here, and then the person on the side, you can offer them whatever for whatever. So if they put in what they want, you will give them back what the trade was for, and that machine would do that automatically. But yeah, the instructions is better on there. It's probably a bit more explained on there, better. But yeah, and there's 4 little pods, so yeah, 4 sets of people can trade between each other. That's pretty much it, isn't it?
Mhm. Next, we'll do probably one of the hardest operational buildings yet. It's called the hang on, it's called the settlement services, and basically, if you own a business which is community or private, you pay your tax every 10 Minecraft days here. If you own a shop, you don't, because obviously, if you buy the shop off the poll tax, then you become a private business. So it's open every 10 Minecraft days. I'll probably open it on the 9th night. Um, so the control room is over there. Let's just go into here. Um, this is just basically for the entrance, so it's not too much. So if we go into here, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to build like a furnace kind of thing. So like basically, when you pay your tax, it doesn't get stored in here because obviously it can be stolen if people can get in. But basically, I'll burn it because obviously the more money that you have, the more inflation there is in the system, and we don't want that. So it makes it fair because then people are paying taxes, but then the money isn't going to anyone specific until we get a lot of government buildings where the money would go to that government building. Like it'll be shared between like police departments, hospitals, like fire departments, because obviously people might have fires in wooden houses and stuff. So here is the basically the lobby. Each door is operated by one lever. Doors that have signposts on will have like companies labelled on. So you go to your door and you wait for the doors to open. These torches just represent like the person who's running this building. That these doors are what booths are currently in use. So if I go and open the doors, basically you select the lever. Every door opens, as you can see, hopefully. Yep. And everyone goes into them. And when I can see that, or whoever's here, when they can see that everyone's in there, you close the door behind them. And then if you follow me, you basically go around collecting all the taxes. Basically, they deposit their wages or their rent into the chest. There'll be a signpost up here, like saying how much they have to pay. And obviously, if it changes, then the person here will have to pull up a signpost saying how much it'll be for the next 10 Minecraft days. So if you can go around there and basically you get all the tax. So there's not much around there. If no one wants to pay up, or if no one can, then what you can do is what I'll do is I'll build like an underground kind of entrance so that you can disable certain redstone points where, so like you can let everyone else out, but you've disabled redstone doors so that people who haven't paid are still locked in, and you can like query with them or question them. So it's kind of quite a stable kind of building. So that's about it for this building. Pretty much covered everything. I mean, there's this little building here. It's just basically an oil refinery, and there's like kind of a water tower over there that provides like personal power where people can buy businesses. And there's a couple of oil fields that are owned by the IGF but aren't in operational because obviously people can buy it. So it kind of encourages people to actually buy pre-made businesses, so that obviously they don't have to worry about building just yet. So from me, that's it. Unless you want to add anything else.
Can't really think of anything now.
Okay then. Well, this is just basically a tour of what we've got so far. We haven't actually got that much to do until the server goes public, hopefully. Probably doing a few more buildings, but other than that, it's looking promising.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching.
Bye.